Welcome to week 7. This week is about network hardware. So we've looked at different types of networks like LANs and WANs. This week we're going to look at the hardware which is used to create these networks. Some of them should be familiar. We're going to be able to list the main network hardware devices used in networks. These include things such as WAPs, switches, routers and transmission media, and then looking at the typical uses and the descriptions of their hardware. So some of the academic language this week, again LAN from last week, WAN, network, connected, WAP and router. So let's get into this lesson. Connecting. If one computer is on its own and isn't connected to another one, we call it the standalone computer. If you want to connect it to another computer to form a LAN, so a local area network, you need some equipment including some of the following: a wireless access point, a router, possibly a switch, a network interface card, and transmission media. So what are all these key bits of hardware that are used to form these networks? A wireless access point. Networking hardware that lets a device connect to a LAN by using Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi uses radio waves to send and receive data and doesn't need any cables. A quick hint here, Wi-Fi means wireless fidelity. It's actually a brand. It's not defining part of the technology. It was a brand given to this type of technology. But it's to do with sending and receiving data using radio waves. A router. Routers are devices that decide where data packets go. Now, in a previous lesson when we looked at how data flows through a network, the router is key to this. It decides where there is the least amount of traffic to send our packets, our portions of data around the world. They make sure that all of the information arrives through your broadband signal via a modem. It deciphers it and can deliver it to your computer. Essentially, they connect a network to the internet. They are used to route data or information from a LAN to a WAN. A switch. Switches create a network by connecting all the computers together and deciding where the data will go within the network. Again, a very similar piece of technology to a router. However, a switch cannot send data to a wide area network. Only routers are able to send data to a WAN or the internet. Switches can only send data within a local area network. Switches these days are very clever. Over time, they will store where computers are on the network, and they will figure out the best route to send data packets. They learn routes, like learning the fastest routes on a road. A network interface card. A network interface card is built into your PC and plugs into the motherboard. It lets you plug an Ethernet cable into your computer and lets you make a wired network. Transmission media. Now this is a fancy way of saying cables. There are lots of cables in computing, but the main ones are Ethernet cables, coaxial and fiber optic. Ethernet is the most common here. Coaxial is beginning to be phased out, and fibre optic is the next step. Your task this week is to continue to create your magazine section. I'd like you to add a description of the hardware you are looking at this week. It might help your readers to get some examples of these devices, maybe some typical prices, and say which would be your choice to buy. So you could compare different prices to which ones you might suggest to your reader. An example of something that you're looking to do is on Firefly. Here it is here. So giving each of the types of hardware, so router, a picture of a router, wireless access point, NIC or network interface card, a switch, and transmission media. Descriptions of each. But I'd like you to take this further by trying to find some comparisons of prices on which one you would pick. For a challenge this week, try and look at some other things which are available to build networks, such as a hub, an NAS, and more research about Ethernet cables. Good luck this week. Thanks for watching.